Welcome to A Toda Madre. As you know, I went to Salt Lake City in the state of Utah. What am I gonna talk about? I will save this. I'm gonna save the Antelope Island for its own video because that deserves it. Because the way that I am. O sea, la manera que soy yo, soy bien único. Soy bien unique. Me gustan cosas que nunca ha visto a cosas que ha visto. Obvio. As you guys saw in my past video, that we went to the Canyon Road. You're gonna get all the footage right now. All the stuff that I recorded, all the stuff that I took pictures. But the Antelope Island will be on its own. That's its own thing. Why did it take me almost a week and a half to finally give you this video? Because I had to let it sink in. Cuando fui para Texas, when I went to Houston, I was saying like, oh, da 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 da, que la Whataburger, que esto, que aquello, que wire. And it just wasn't like, ya cuando me senté a realizar las cosas. When I was sitting in my chair and I was like, nah, it ain't like that, my friend. It ain't like that. It ain't what it is. Don't get me wrong, I love the Houston trip, right? I talked about it. I loved it. But once you let it sink in, was it the greatest trip or was it the things that you did that made it great? So I had to let it sink in. I had a great time in Utah. I saw beautiful mountains in South Utah. I saw beautiful canyons in Arizona. The night view de Las Vegas coming from the northbound are way different from the southbound. That is a different aspect that you see Las Vegas from. Which I love visuals, right? I've always talked about the visuals, how much I love it. With the capital T. It, right? You heard me say en el momento, cuando iban las cañadas y todo eso, I was like, oh, me gusta la scenery. No. Well, yes, pero no es así. It just takes you away. It takes you away from all the bullshit of the world. And you just focus in on that moment of like, fuck. We're free. We're carefree. We can be anywhere we want. And we're right here living the moment. When I would see all those freaking rocks and all that, I wanted to go rock climbing. Never fucking rock climbed in my life. But I wanted to do it. Did I do it? No. Did I want to do it? Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. I know it's only like it's less than 45 minutes probably. Less than 30 minutes. That little part from Nevada to Utah, that's Arizona that you're crossing. But just those little curves with the rocks y todo, for me, it's beautiful. It's voila. Tienen que recordar. Yes, I'm 34. Yes, I live 6 hours from Arizona. 10 hours from the Grand Canyon. However, I did not grow up like that visiting places. I did not grow up traveling with my parents. Even with my own family, when I had my own kids y todo ese desmadre, no salía. Lo más que salí probably fue Ensenada, which makes it a 5-hour trip. Fui a Las Vegas. Fui a little bit passing the Bakersfield. Y as far to the coast, all the way into Big Bear. Sí, mi corazón, mi mente, mis ojos son para toda esa nature stuff. All those canyons, all those fields, all of that. I love it. I just haven't had the opportunity to do it on my own. So obviously, as a little kid, opening his little Christmas gift in Christmas, duh, on su birthday, yeah, that was me. In ese momento, when I was watching the rocks, como like it just shifts. You're taking pictures, you're looking all around, and you feel the embracement of nature. You feel the embracement of a canyon. You start thinking like, oh, güey, like, va a haber vergazos. No te creas. No es cierto, not like that. Not like that, pero de la emoción que te entra de cómo Dios puede ser el mar hermoso, pero tener unas chuladas de cañadas, de canyons. And then that little road, good thing I got on the passenger side. Good thing I got on the passenger side so that I can look at it and just feel it, embrace it. Now this is where we're gonna get into the fun stuff before I talking about South Utah, St. George, which was snowy. My cousin Huevos shows up. We take off 10 o'clock at night. I was like, I can drive to Vegas 4 hours. He can take over. I'm driving. Do you want to roll in my 6'4" and have some fun? No fue así o no fue así. ¿Cómo fue? Me fue así. I drive. It's midnight. We're driving around 2:45. Pase Barstow. And I get really fucking tired. And I'm like, fuck, dog. I'm like, you're gonna have to handle the drive. You couldn't even make it to Vegas again. No, I'm like, I don't know what happened, dog. Like, me sentía cansado. Y pues vamos, pues cambiamos. And not even 20 minutes in, todo el camino. All of a sudden, I just, you know, when you're sleeping, estás dormido. And then you just feel like the car's slowing down. When I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck? What's wrong, way? Like, oh, I'm tired. Ya voy a dormir. We're in this little camper truck, right? We stopped at Buffalo Bills or what I forgot what the other hotel is called. But we stopped there. We fall asleep. I take the cab in the back. He goes to the camper. The next day I wake up, get in the car, take away the keys, put him in there. We have a little hiccup. We explained it on the road trip how I couldn't put diesel. It was not my intention, but yeah. So, cuando we start taking off after I stopped at the canyon because I wanted to take pictures of it, but ahí me sentí otra vez pa la chingada. We left like around 7 in the morning, 7:30ish, around there, between 7 and 7:30, and I only drove 2 hours in when I was already tired. And I was like, no mames. I'm like, am I getting old to travel? Like, are my hopes of being a traveling guy gonna die? Because I can't hang with the drive? What the hell's going on? My cuerpo was just giving out. So, from the ending of the old video to right now, so not right now, but to the ending of that video, to what I'm gonna say right now, 5 hours I knocked out. 5 hours I completely knocked the fuck out. It sucked because he had to do the whole thing, but I did wake up for like about an hour just so that I can see south of Utah, which was full of snow. Las montañas, todas nevadas, todas llenas de nieve, todas llenas de nieve. Hermosura. Like, te entra, like, fuck. Sí he visto nieve. I have gone to the snow at least 4 or 5 times. At least. This is the difference. This is what caught me that in the... Because again, mi mente no ha explorado el mundo. Yo me quedé entre mí. Como 6 horas aparte. In the same country. Where I'm from is fucking hot. It's fucking snowing 6 hours away. I thought that was fucking beautiful or magical or amazing. Like, damn. It's something crazy that makes you think. Que nomás por unas cuantas horas, it's different. It's a completely different ballgame. The montañas se miraban bonitas. I literally wanted to get off the road to play some snowball fighting, but we had one place to go, and that was Salt Lake City. We're going to take over the last hour, ¿verdad? Comemos McDonald's, driving. We get there, finally get there. See my sister, give her a hug, give her a kiss. See my little sobrino, see my cuñado, give them a hug. We're talking. We go eat. Have our little medium rare steak, or more bloodier steak, more than anything. Pum 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 comemos. We go to downtown. They showed me the Mormon churches, how it literally takes I don't know how many blocks of streets, which for me, I'm like in downtown, I have never seen such a thing. Plus, the way that the churches were built, it kind of looks scary. It looked like castles, pero como que daba miedo. Ya sé que es una iglesia, yo sé que es una iglesia de mormones, pero, pero, daba miedo. I don't know why. I don't know why. I did like how it does. Like it was a pretty big area where this is one church, this is church two, this is church three. It was pretty cool. We got to see the Capitol building, which I didn't know that every state has a Capitol building that looks like the Bill of Rights or the not the White House, the one that's like oval. You'll see the picture. And that's another again. That's like another 5 blocks or 6, 7 blocks. I don't know how many blocks we drove, but literally it was like the Capitol, the Mormon churches, and the bar scenes. We get to the bar scenes, right? We go to two little ones. It's cool. There's this fucking weird ass guy from Malibu, supposedly. I wanted to slap him, but that's a whole nother story. I did really want to slap him though. And then we get to one of my favorite bars of all time. And I can't believe I got to experience this 8 hours away. I got to experience it. It was called Quarters. The place. Salt Lake City, downtown. Quarters. What I'm going to tell you, people, is probably if you love the arcades and you love the 80s and you're 34 right now and you want to remember the past, yeah, you know where I'm going to. It was all a bunch of arcades, pinball, foosball, and we're not just talking about arcades. Like anybody can put arcades, but we're talking about games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones, freaking Pac-Man, the freaking Jet Fighter one, the Simpsons game. We're talking the games that you played as a child. We're not talking all these new ones that are in Joe's Incredibles Pizza or at Shakey's or at Chuck E. Cheese. No, these are 1980s, 90s childhood arcades, which was fucking amazing. And they sold beer, which makes it even better. Like I said, one of my favorite bars that I've experienced and that I've had fun in like forever and ever. But that wasn't just the only place that I went to. Other than the steakhouse, I really wanted to try something different. And I did, but that's on the Antelope Island, which we'll get to in another video. Right now we're just talking about my experience on the road trip in Salt Lake. Downtown scene was fun. It's a different vibe. Like it's not packed like LA, or for those from Orange County, like downtown Fullerton. And those from Bakersfield, well, you guys don't really have a fucking downtown scene. Es la verdad. You guys are getting there, but you got years to go. But that downtown has seemed quieter, more respectful. You know, So that was kind of fun. The next day, we went up I guess it's a little mountain. They're telling me the rules, like, oh, you can't drink on Sundays, or you can't buy alcohol in restaurants. Bullshit weirds from the Mormon, right? To respect the holiday, not the holiday, but the traditions of church. But you can shoot guns on a Sunday. So we went up the hills. As long as you're 4,000 feet or 2,000, 3,000 feet above, you can shoot guns. And that can be any gun. I saw shotgun shells. I saw 9mm rounds. And I shot myself some 9mm rounds. I didn't do bad. I thought it was decent. Not bad for a very non-experienced shooter. We're up there shooting boom, boom, boom. That shit rung my fucking ear like no fucking other. On the first shot, I was like, ow. I wish I can give you videos, but somehow, some way, my fucking phone is being a bitch. And for me to transfer units, it's taking forever, so I'm not gonna be able to give it to you here because I didn't want to wait longer for this video because I let that 1 week consume me. What I did love about this, like, my sister lived about 10 minutes away from downtown, and she lived like 15 minutes away from these hills, which was dope. Like, you get the two best worlds. You get Mother Nature, and you get the nature of beer. So we're out there. We see these beautiful homes with Salt Lake right there, the Great Salt Lake. Took a nice, beautiful shot. It was just beautiful. Again, if you like scenery, if you like visuals, anything that's obviously above 4,000, it's gonna look voila, voila. It was great seeing my sister. I hadn't seen her like in 3 years, maybe 2 years. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe, but I did get to see her, and we had this dynamic that because we're older now, we're hanging out, we're drinking, we're eating. I was shocked that she told me herself with her own mouth, because I told her, because it's your birthday weekend, I'm gonna allow myself to eat some vegan food in honor of you, but just take me to a nice restaurant. She told me herself, I'm not vegan no more. That proves to you people, you gotta eat your carne asada. You gotta eat your pollo asado, your pollo enchilado. You gotta eat your carnitas, tu al pastor adobada, cabeza, lengua, suadero. I can rant all day about that shit. Because you'll never take me off my boat. My boat, not my vote. My boat of eating meat. Carne. Now, it's about 7 o'clock. We finally decide to come back. Because Huevos was complaining the whole fucking trip that I didn't help him drive, that I slept all day. I was like, I'm gonna show this fucking rookie how it's done. I drove at 7 o'clock all the way to St. George, non-stop, no gas stops, until we went to go eat at night. At 11 o'clock, we ate our dinner. Then we got back in, and then I drove it past Vegas. Like I said, the scenery and all that. Now I'm seeing the canyons, the Nevada thing on the night, and it's pretty fucking scary. Because you can't go fast, but you want to get there. I was looking at Vegas. I'm like, should I get down? I need to get down. I'm feeling lucky. I wanted to get down. The thing is, I had to work the next day. So I didn't get down. I was looking at it. I was thinking about it. And all I kept seeing was the motherfucking Raiders. That's what I kept looking at. The fucking stadium. We moved it along. Let that in the past. Keep on driving. Keep on driving. Boom. I was like, I'll stop at Buffalo Bills because my body is deteriorating. It's deteriorating. I'm like, no, you can make it. As soon as I saw the rest area, I was like, we gotta make it there. I gotta make it there. So this is like maybe 20 minutes or less from Barstow. And I make it there. I'm knocked out for 4 hours. 2:30 we got there. I wake up at 6:30. I'm like, let's go. Keep on driving for one more hour until my body finally it snapped. I tell Huevos, hey, take over, man. I'm done. I am done. So he drove from 7:30 to 9 o'clock, which was the last hour and a half. What do I rate this experience? First of all, that sleep that I got after that, I was good to go work for 4 hours, which I did. Came back and knocked out the whole day until I woke up at 10. I was that exhausted. I was happy that my body can still do 8 hours. So I started doing my analysis and all that. What happened on Friday night. The thing was that on Friday night, I woke up early. On Thursday, I went to sleep late, like at 1 a.m. I woke up at 5, so I don't get 4 hours of sleep. I went to go work. I came back. No, 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 no. I went to go get a haircut. I came back, and I didn't go to sleep for my second job. Usually, I take like a 2-hour nap. That's not a nap, it's a power nap. Remember that. Power nap. And then I went to go work. Came back, changed up, shower up, and still nothing. He ain't show up till midnight. So I only slept for 30 more minutes. That was my nap. And then we took off. A mixture of that and a mixture of marijuana on the side over here that gave me, what is that called? Secondhand smoke syndrome. And I believe that's what got me really tired. And that's what got me very relaxed on Friday night and still felt very relaxed on that Saturday. Because I was so tired, but that smell relaxed me. It hit my tones and boom. So that's what I think. Overall, how do I feel? The real deep talk that I had with my cousin driving back on Sunday, it was great. Like I said it on my first episode, you gotta talk it out. It was a great talk. Obviously, the road trip there, me not to experience all the 8 hours awake, it kind of sucked for both. It kind of sucked for both because he needed someone to talk to, and I was knocked out, so I didn't get to see anything, and he was bored shitless. The music. This is important, people, for a road trip. It's two people, not one. Two people. You guys have to be comfortable with music and have genres. Put some corridos in there, some norteños, some rock and roll in Spanish and rock and roll in English. Put some Motown, put some solid core oldies, put some heavy metal, put some classic rock, put some country, why not? Put some baladas, put some techno. Because it's an 8 hour trip. You need to have that communication with your partner and that I'm biased when it comes to music. I don't think we put rap at all, to be honest. And that's what most people go to. They go to corridos or they go to rap, especially in the Latino community. And I don't think we touch either one. So for especially Sunday. On Sunday, it was just rock and roll or hard rock. But you have to have a great selection. So the talk on Sunday night, the little mini trip that I did on Saturday because I was dozed off, the music, the actual Great Salt Lake City, the experience there. And this is including the Antelope Island that I'm going to talk about in another video because that deserves its own merit, its own thing. That whole trip, I want to do it again. I loved it. I want to take my kids out there. I don't know though, like a 8 hour trip. No, I just want to take the whole family. Porque 8 horas está pa' la verga. Y sí cansa. Sí cansa. Está cabrón. Y ocupas a alguien que te ayude, la verdad. Se ocupa a alguien que sea 4 y 4. O 6 y 2, no importa, pero que se ayuden. Y está cabrón. If I want to do it again, that means that the rating's pretty high. Todo this trip estaba toda madre, la verdad. I want to do it again. Hopefully it doesn't take me long because it took me 3 years to finally go to Utah, go to Salt Lake, and see my sister. It took me that long to go there. It's only 8 hours. The tickets are expensive as fuck, though, sometimes. Remember, I have. At that time, I still had 4 kids. Now I have 5. Ta cabrón. Ta cabrón. This trip, I only did it. It was just me and my cousin. Huevos. Y nos fuimos. I did appreciate his truck. I did appreciate everything that he did for me that day. For me to see a mini road trip with a beautiful scenery. If you guys ever go out there anywhere in an 8 hour trip, if you guys value nature, cherish it. Not everything's about the TV. Sorry, not everything's about the camera. Not everything's about taking pictures. Some stuff is just meant to be in your heart and your brain. The great thing is that I had enough pictures that I needed to take, so I can keep as memory. But the core memory is just the visuals for me. Que chulada. Pero enjoy a trip like that, people. Cherish every moment, because you don't know when you're going to get it again. But anyways, people, you guys have yourself a good morning, a good day, or a good night. A toda madre. Peace out.